Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to another reading for you, my beautiful Pisces, in this week. We had a second card come in for today's Co-Create. If you haven't seen the first one and you're curious about the first reading today, go ahead and watch it. They're linked together by the energy they share. So the Co-Create card came through. 4, we had it in the last reading as in the 4 of Wands, as in celebrating all the connectivity. I didn't mention it then, but they're showing it to me right now with the 4 of Wands, is saying what you don't see is what kind of stable environment you have created in your life. And that stable environment comes because you are utilizing everything that you have currently available to you. You have the wisdom, you have your strength, you have all of that put together, body, mind, and spirit, all intermingling to create the very best, beautiful path and journey in your life. And yeah, it's coming into play a lot in the upcoming weeks and months, because you're going to be, it's like a training. You've been training for this for a very long time, and now you're finally ready to just take that training to test it, to just take it out and use it. Okay, I'm going to use the energies, Oracle of the 7 energies here. Shining through. I love this. You have like 40 and this is like 30. So I believe we've had shining through before. With the Aries full moon that came in, you've got a lot of powerful energy coming in. A lot of fire energy, a lot of shining, a lot of taking your place, being open. You've opened yourself as you have in this flower, and now it's just it opened you up to let the light out and let the light in. Because a lot of times we think about being receptive, but it's also shining out what we have within ourselves. There's always a balance. There's always receiving and then giving. Give and take. Okay? Again, a balance, a perfect balance of. Also the number 3, love 3. 3, 6, and 9. High vibrations always. You have to utilize the beautiful energy of Aries, which is also in Mars, I believe, and let it guide you. Ooh, look at these cards. Didn't even look at that. 5 of Wands, right? It's your problem-solving energy. It's the one that lets you shine a light on a situation and really talk it out. You have the 5 of Wands here. It can also be the card of, like, if you think about it, it's the card of conflict, and it's a fire sign. So it's Aries and Mars can be like conflict. But when used properly, Aries is a great problem solver, okay? It presents tests to solve, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to solve it. And just the co-created card coming in is saying that you need to be strong within your passion and your problem-solving capabilities, and you need to shine that power, but do it in a very positive way, okay? Do it in a way where people want to help you solve, so that you can co-create the solution, okay, with spirit. Don't do it in a negative. There's a fine line when it comes to fire energy, okay? where it becomes a source of heat or a source of destruction. So you need to find that line in the middle. You need to see it with your mind. And that's why the think card and the stop and look where you are card has been showing up in the readings for this week. Well, that will be showing up this week as we go along, because they want you to really pay attention to your surroundings, to really observe. Use that fire energy so that it brings you the most that you can get from it. Okay? Yeah. Destruction, construction, the tower. Okay? Some people view the tower as a destroyer. That energy that comes down and destroys everything. And it most certainly is. Lightning strikes and things start falling down. Absolutely. It's devastating. But for some people, it represents a clean start. For some people, that destruction means that new construction is coming in. Old things are dying out and going away. I'm going to pull another card with this tower because cards such as these, they need an accompanying card. Always have for me. Because they can represent so much. Right, the Two of Coins. Explaining exactly what I just said. It can be good. It can be bad. It's all in the way you see it and how you manage it. Because he's the one juggling this. Okay? So what is it going to be? Is it going to be destruction or is it going to be construction? Okay? Are you taking it down yourself, or is the tower coming in and taking itself down so that you can go through the epiphany of going, well, that was, that happened for a reason. I'd much rather be the one pulling that tower down. I'd rather be commanding the lightning than having it kind of take me by surprise. Absolutely. So Aries and its fire is the lightning. Are you utilizing it well, or is it just kind of taking over you and destroying everything in its wake? You have to be careful, right? Exactly. That's what it says this morning with the Mars energy. Which way are you going to use it? How are you going to balance it out to make it fit your life? And you can. Sometimes it feels like not. But you absolutely can. You can guide this beautiful energy to make it, to help you along. You can take that fire and let it work for you. Okay? Because they're showing me in my house, which is funny, and my ears are ringing. Wow. Okay. In my house I have a wood stove. If I was to start a fire in the middle of my living room, it would quickly burn my house down, but because it's contained in a box stove, it does not. But I need to pay attention to it, because if I would just light it and let it go, not pay attention, embers could start and the whole place could still fall down. So it's just, you have to pay attention to it. You have to guide it to where it serves the best purpose for you, and then keep an eye on it as you're going along to make sure that it is still serving you properly, such as my beautiful boxwood stove. Okay? Which I will be lighting very soon. It's getting colder. The Magician. The magic is in the way you cook things up to make them happen. Right? You remember, this is a reminder that you have all elements to serve you, not just fire. You have your water energy, have the air energy, and you have the earth energy. They're all there to serve you, to help you make things happen. So, even when fire energy is the dominant force right now, it doesn't mean that you don't have access to the other energies to make your wishes and to give you the personal power that you need. Okay? Like even my box stove. My box stove is made of metal. Metal that is forged and made, ground, air, and fire, right? All of those made that beautiful thing, but it's in perfect balance to help contain the fire. Just think of it that way, right? Even water to cool down the metal. You know, it's all together. They made something really good. Hermit. A lot of thought. Showed but didn't flip out, so we're not going to take it, but I am showing it to you. This one did flip. There's the Sun. Yeah. Sun is great at giving clarity. There's a lot of like double understanding here. You even see, it even looks hot. This card even looks like it is on fire. It's like, ooh, you know, be careful. Don't get burned. Don't get burned. Shine. Balance. Balance it out. The Sun gives clarity and success. But you can't touch the Sun, because if you touch the Sun, if you're just getting heated by the Sun, again, we're talking all these different examples. If you're getting heated by the Sun, it helps you. But if you stand there too long, you get burnt. You get a sunburn. Okay? So use it constructively, not destructively. Don't let it burn you out. Don't let it burn you down. Don't let it destroy what you're trying to build. Let it help you. Let it put energy into what you are doing. Right. Gorgeous. Oh, that one did a flip. Judgment. Okay, so here's the card of review. It did show up. Review did show up later on in the week, and we will be talking about that. But the Judgment is being accountable for your choices and behavior. Be very aware that everything that you decide for you. And that every consequence that comes is a direct reflection of the choices that you've made. So Judgment comes right before the World, which came out this morning, which we were talking about, which was really remarkable in this morning's reading. The World card coming out after everything we had been talking about. But this is about changing what needs, releasing, reviewing, and always just going forward, okay, in renewal, being awakened, knowing that your chances are infinite if you're always aware of what's going on in your life. Being aware of fire energy being in your life and the beautiful, the way you can beautifully use it to your advantage, and knowing also the dangers. And I'm not saying that you won't get burned every once in a while. It's like putting your finger on a hot pan or something. Go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But you can learn from that, okay? Your circle is complete. You can learn. You already have the basic knowledge. You just need to tune it. That's it. You need to fine-tune it, okay? There's the Emperor with the beautiful stability of yourself. You're bringing not only stability, but you're taking authority over your life. You're putting that power in there, and that comes from that Aries. That comes from that warrior of Mars. You're taking that power and going, I am making those decisions, and I'm bringing in wisdom, okay, with my good decisions. I'm becoming a practical problem solver, and I'm urging stability in my life. You have the Eight of Swords underneath. And that's you removing your own blocks. That's not being a victim to your life. It's not even being a survivor. It's being an authority in your life. It's deciding that this is not an option for you, and that you are going to move out of that energy. All right, so I'm going to take a few charms like I usually do in the second reading. We're going to take a look at them quick. Okay, so this is my beautiful jar of charms. Oh, all right. Okay. We have the butterfly. Let's see what we have here. We have a rune. I'm going to look at that in a minute. We have a saying. It says, she believed she could, so she did. Lovely. This is believing in your own power and knowing that you can do whatever you want. There's actually 2 runes here. Gorgeous. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. You may get an intuitive hit just by looking at them. Some of this may mean something to you without even me saying anything about it. And please take that into consideration when you're looking at these things. The acorn, the butterfly, the cross, the black onyx on the cross, the saying. about self-empowered female. It could be somebody you know, could be something you've heard or something you've seen just recently. These runes, this looks like the letter F. It could be something that is with the letter F, and the other looks like a very funky X. Okay, so if any of these mean anything, please just, okay, go ahead and look at them. All right, so this one is from the warrior family. I love this because Mars is very much the warrior, okay? And this represents need, okay? So it's patience. This is the rune of patience. So it's stress, obstacles, necessity, and omens, okay? So this is right here. Aries comes in as well. That beautiful, passionate energy is there to show you that wherever you needed a solution to be blown away or out of the water, it's going to push through. Okay, that fire energy pushes right through all of that. It's very much like sometimes I feel like the knight, which is not always given the proper love, because it's somebody who goes without thinking sometimes, a lot of action, a lot of passion, but they get things done. They either construct or destruct, but things are moving. Okay, so there's constant motion. So, but this is the rune of patience. So be patient with yourself as you're learning how to use this energy or utilize it properly. Transformation is gorgeous for you. It's all part of, it's very much a transformative energy. How could it not be? Because, I mean, you're using this fire to transform your life. If you were cold, now you have heat with this fire, right? So it's going to be a very, you're going to be able to do a lot more with the heated space you're in rather than the freezing space you were in before. So let's see here. The second rune is the Earth family, and it is the rune of wisdom. So remember that you are the apprentice and you have test and you get inspired and take advice. So these work together. They work together for that co-creation card that came in. You have the wisdom and the brute strength of the fire, the power, working together to bring in transformation. This is just inspirational. I love the fact that it says, she believed that she could, so she did. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, for the cross. Again, I feel less of a religious, but more of a one crossing the other. I feel like there's two different energies crossing each other. The fire and the power, the fire, and the, I don't know if it's earth. I don't know. It feels like the energy of wisdom, the energies of you, with the fire working together. They're intersecting each other to make a better way. That's the way they're showing it to me right now. The black, I feel, the onyx, and it's not onyx, but all I see is onyx in my brain, is very much about protection. It's such a powerful stone. So some of you might want to share more of the effects of onyx in the comments section if you'd like. And then you have the acorn. For me, that's stability. It's the emperor. It's my father, because it comes from my father's tree. It speaks of the authority that you have within yourself, the stability that you are creating for yourself. So really nice messages from these. Let me see if there's anything else. No, there's nothing else for these. Okay, so, and again, the cross is here and the cross is there, okay? They're the X and the cross. It's intersecting energies that really are helping you move in the direction that you need. I feel that you're not afraid of this beautiful Aries energy at this point. I think you're really understanding and looking at it and seeing how you can use it. You're really smart, Pisces. You know that there's dangers associated with too much of one energy. But in this case, I feel that you are really, and I mean, if you really look at it, what is she holding in her hand? What does that look like, right? So you know you're holding this energy, and here's the Three of Wands showing up again, giving you that motion, that momentum forward. Very profound in the way it's coming through. You're shining this light. to get you where you need to go, to resolve conflicts, to see that certain destructions will bring on a beautiful constructions. It's just the fact that you need to balance these out and know that you have the magic of other elements. It's to balance the sun energy so that it can work for you, so that it fires you up without setting you on fire. And knowing what to look at, what to review, and creating that stability within you to know where to go. This is the basic message, plus the one that came in this morning as well. I hope that this has helped you as the work that you're going to be doing this week and the energies that you need to really look at when they're hitting you, when they're really coming in. And if you can do that, then you're going to, above and beyond, have a real leg up, which is another card that came in this week. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. And sending you love, light, and blessings as always, Pisces.